Hello my pre-calculus student. In this video we are going to learn how to find trigonometric values using the unit circle. Let's review two special right triangles with the hypotenuse is 1 unit. So the first triangle is the isosceles right triangle with the two base angles. They are the same angle, 45 degrees, or they are equal. You can see that the hypotenuse is 1 and the two legs have the same length, which is square root of 2 over 2. Let's look at the second right triangle. This is 30, 60, 90. The hypotenuse is 1 and the second longest side will be the side that across from 60 degrees or opposite for 60 degrees. It is square root of 3 over 2, and the shortest side is the side that opposite with the smallest angle, which is 30 degrees. It is 1/2. Now we are going to go ahead and fill in the unit circle using the special angle 30, 45, and 60. So let's begin. So what is a unit circle? A unit circle is a circle that have the radius is 1 and the center at the point 0, 0. So now I have the center at the point 0, 0. The radius is 1. So it means that the circle will intersect the x-axis at the point 1, 0. And at the point -1, 0. And the circle also intersects the y-axis at the point 0, 1 and 0, -1. So let me label this the y-axis. This is the x-axis, and this is the initial side, and our angle will be positive angle. So the terminal side will rotate counterclockwise. So let's start with the first angle that we use will be the angle 45 degrees. So let me use different color. I'm going to use purple. So for the 45 degree angle, it will be the acute angle, and it will be half of the 90 degree angle in quadrant 1. So the terminal side of the 45 degree angle be right here. Okay, so think about 45 degree angle. So your initial side at 0, and then you rotate counterclockwise. So this will be the terminal side of 45 degree angle, and the point where the terminal side intersects with the circle, that point will have the order pair x and y. It's like we just label every single point on the x and y plane will have the order pair x and y. So right here, my x will be square root of 2 over 2, and my y be the same. Just look at my 45, and 90 right triangle up here. Now we are go ahead and take this point and go ahead and reflect across the y-axis. So when you take the point and reflect across the y-axis, the value, one of the value of the point will be changed from positive to negative, because in quadrant 2 the x value is negative. So therefore the first value, which is the x value, become negative square root of 2 over 2, and the second value, the y value, stay the same. Now next, so I'm going ahead and get my terminal side. So this is the terminal side. Next, let's go ahead and reflect the points again in quadrant 1 across the point 0, 0. So now you have the point here. So this point is the intersection of the terminal side and the circle. So again, if you can see right here, this point is in quadrant number 3. So x and y, they must both be negative numbers. So just take this point and insert the negative sign in front of each one of them. So it will be negative square root of 2 over 2 and negative square root of 2 over 2 for both. And now think about, if we take this point and we are going from the first quadrant again, we are going to reflect across the x-axis. And when we reflect across the x-axis, you can see that it might not be, yeah. So you can see that since it's below the x-axis, so your x value will stay the same, but your y value will be negative. So now I'm going to go ahead and sketch my terminal side for this angle. Let me make them look more beautiful. Okay, so now we found all 4 points where the angle of each given angle, where the terminal side of each given angle intersect with the unit circle. Next, we only go back and we are going to label the acute angle. So again, the angle will be the central angle. It will be right here, but I'm going ahead and write them close to the point so that you know this will be the angle for this point. So this angle will be 45 degrees. So again, the angle is right here, okay, 45 degrees, but I'm just go ahead and put them close. And then the next angle, so since it is a multiple of 45 degrees, so 45, 90, 100, so 90 plus 45 be 135. So I put right here 135, 135. And then 135, 180 plus another 45 should be 225, 225 degree. And again, the angle go like this. Okay, so 135, and then this angle, so 125, this is 270 plus another 45, so this will be 315 degree. Okay, so now we found all 4 angles. These are the multiple of 45 degrees. Now let's go pick different color now. What color should we pick? I think I'm going to pick, do we have some red, green? Okay, so I'm going to pick red, and maybe red. I'm going to go with red now. So now the next one, so now we're going to go with the multiple of 30 degrees. So first I'm going to go ahead and locate 30 degree angle. Then I'm going to go ahead and sketch the terminal side. And to make it easy to see. I might go ahead and erase all of the direction, how to get to the angle so that we can see clearly. Oh, red might not be a great idea. That's okay, let's go with red. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and sketch the terminal side. I don't want to go with red because it will be confusing. Let's go with black. Okay, here we are there. So this will be the terminal side of the angle, of the acute angle 30 degree. So now here I'm go ahead and label this is 30 degree, and using the right triangle here, I will know that my x is square root of 3 over 2 and my y is 1/2. So this is the point where the terminal side of 30 degree angle intersects with our unit circle. Now next we are going to just go ahead and take this point and reflect across the y-axis. And now we are go ahead and sketch the terminal side for this point and label the angle. So you think right here this is a multiple of 30. Okay, so 30, and then the next one will be 60, 90, and then 120, and 1, so this will be 150. So 100, so we take this point, since we reflect across the y-axis, your x value will be negative, should be negative square root of 3 over 2, and then 1/2. Now next, we are going to take, we can either use the, so when we take this point, go back to the first quadrant 1, take this point and I'm going to reflect across the origin. So I'm going to go ahead and so now I have the line where the terminal side of that 210 degree angle intersect with the circle. Now we write out the point. So again, the point x and y in quadrant 3 must be both negative. So just go ahead and insert the negative in front of my two number from the quadrant 1. So negative square root of 3 over 2, negative 1/2. So now we need to go to quadrant 4. So we'll take the point where the 30 degree terminal side is, and we are going to go ahead and reflect across the x-axis, and we need to draw the terminal side of that point. And now we need to go ahead and label the point. So in quadrant number 4, your x is positive, so stay square root of 3 over 2, but your y be negative. So far we have total 12 points. Now we need to have 4 more points, which is that one that's based on the 60 degree, or you can think about it's a multiple of 30. So let's go with this another color now. So let me see if I can find a good color for you. So let's go with pink, or do we have gold? Yeah, I'm gonna go with yellow. Okay, so let's go with yellow. So now I'm gonna locate, so I'm gonna use the 60-degree angle. So from the initial side, I'm gonna go so 30, 45, so 60. And now next, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the terminal side. Okay. Now I'm go ahead and I think yellow might be not a good. Let's go with yellow. Okay. So now I'm go ahead and label the point. So let's look at 60 degrees. So if this angle is 60 degrees, so this your x, which is the side that opposite with 60 degree, will be square root of 3. So you can see right here, this is the right triangle. If I go ahead and put this angle right here, so your y will be square root of 3 over 2, and your x will be 1/2. Or I'm going to tell you the trick here. You can just take the point where the terminal side of 30 degree, and you just go ahead and interchange the location. So x become y, y become x. So there will be 1/2 and then square root of 3 over 2. Now next, we want to take this point and reflect across the y-axis. Then go ahead and sketch the terminal side again. And let's label the point. So now the point will be, so it's in second number 2, so x will be negative, so negative 1/2. And your y will be square root of 3 over 2. Now we go back to the first quadrant. We take the point where 60 degree is, and we are going to go ahead and reflect across the origin. And let me go back and label, so we all know this is 60 and this is 120. So now across from 60 plus another 80, so this should be 240 degrees. And when you label the points, so the points now, my x and y, they will be both negative number, so be just negative 1/2 to insert the negative side in front, so negative square root of 3 over 2. And the last point we are going to go back to first quadrant and take the point where the 60 degree terminal side is, and we reflect across the x-axis. And then you sketch the terminal side and label this angle to be 300 degrees. And we are going to label the point. So again, you in quadrant number 4, you reflect the point across the x-axis, so your x value stay the same, your y value be negative. So now we have all 4 points. So the next step we are going to do is that we just go ahead and use the unit circle now and find the value. So let's start with example 1. So we want you to use the unit circle and find the value for this trigonometric function sine of 60 degrees. Okay. So now you need to go to the unit circle, look for 60 degrees. So at 60 degrees you see the point 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. Now based on the definition, sine is y. because since the hypotenuse of, to think about this is the right triangle, the hypotenuse is 1. So sine is just opposite divided by hypotenuse, so y divided by 1 just y. So sine is just y, and in this case my y be square root of 3 over 2. That's it. So it means that you really don't need to have to use the calculator if we give you angles that are multiple of 30, 45, or 60. So let's look at the next one there. Now we want you to find the value, so this is example 2. Find the value for cosine of 135 degrees. And of course, I don't have to write the degree notation, but I'm just writing so in case you know that we are in the degree mode. So you go to 135 degrees, you see the point, right? So again, cosine is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So my adjacent is x. So x divided by 1 just x, so just pick x. So in this case, my x is negative square root of 2 over 2. Now let's move on to example 3. What happens if we want you to find tangent of 270 degrees? So you will show tangent. First tangent is y divided by x, or opposite divided by adjacent. I'm going to 270 degrees right here, and my y is negative 1, my x is 0. Now can you divide by 0? No. So therefore you will say the answer is undivided. Let's move on to example 4. What happens if we ask you to find cosecant of 330 degrees? So cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So cosecant is 1 over y. So I'm going to go to 330 degrees. So this is 330 degrees. Now I didn't label, sorry about this. So 330 degrees. So here your y is negative 1/2. So you take 1 divided by negative 1/2. And if you simplify, you end up with negative 2. Okay, thank you so much for watching this. So now let's go ahead and write out this summary for this video. So what did we learn in this video? So we learned this: how to find values, and I have to be more precise, how to find trigonometric value. Using the unit circle. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in class. Goodbye.